Hi everybody, I know it's been such a long time since I've been posted a video, but today we're here in Gibsonia, Pennsylvania. And if you have never come out here in Western Pennsylvania, well, come out here if you are from Pittsburgh area, we're here at the Western Pennsylvania Model Railroad Museum. Now, if you don't know, this is the whole state of Western PA, which is where we are located, and it's all about the model railroad museums here in this building right here. And they are really open until Christmas time. Well, because really, I know it might sound weird how they open Christmas time, but I guess, you know, there's a lot of things that they really need to like set up and have time for until next year for Christmas. But right now, today is Monday, December 30th, 2024. New Year's is coming up pretty soon. It will be 2025. But let's come over here real quick. So we have a bunch of things that you would see in trains. I actually used to do rail fanning, to go see trains and do all that stuff. I might have to get back into it. It's just been, you know, it's been a while since I haven't posted. So you have the New York Central system, which actually my papa has the same sign, but not this huge big one that you could stick in the yard. If anyone knows what this is right here, I might forgot what the name is. If you probably know what it is, I might have to look it up. But I'm sure we all know what this is. We know this railroad crossing signal, stop on red signal, and 5 tracks. And a matter of fact, there's actually a railroad tracks right on Gibsonia. So there used to be a house right over here, and it got knocked down. When I was like little, they used to have a house here. But anyhow, let's go inside this building here and take a look at the Western Pennsylvania Model Railroad Museum. So, yeah. So, I mean, really, they have no windows here at the Western PA Railroad Museum. So, once they close these doors when it's closing hours. They do have windows right over here. So, got the restrooms to the right-hand side. All right, guys, we just entered into the Western Pennsylvania Model Railroad Museum. Starting off, we have this wonderful Christmas tree with a Christmas train. Look at this. They use a bunch of cotton with a bunch of snow. I would actually want to do this for Christmas, but I just didn't get a chance to have time to do this. But if you're ever here at Western PA Railroad Museum, there is like a gift shop right over here. You can go in. So, hi, how are you doing? So there is a lot of awesome things you can get from this gift shop right here, which is really nice. A bunch of train cars. And then right over here, this is where the actual train exhibit is, which we'll go up there in a second. With an exit sign with a fire extinguisher. Always very secure. And then you see a bunch of rail cars and trains, and look at that. How cool is that? Just steady green and then red light blinking. I don't know if these are a bunch of passenger trains, but I'm not really sure. Keep in mind, Western PA, that's our city of Pittsburgh, PA. Bunch of rail line trains, which is really, really nice. Here, you can actually play, well, you could play with this, do it this remote control, which is really nice. They want to keep, they used to not have a glass piece of cover because, well, they used to not have a glass piece of cover, but just due to the people or due to the kids maybe want to play around, it's probably not okay to play any of the models because otherwise it'll break stuff and we don't want that to happen. But right over here, here's this view setup of the trains with this little cute village. Bunch of train tracks, bunch of houses. And then this right here goes to a trolley right there. So watch what happens when it comes out of this tunnel. How cool is that? And then we have a bunch of trains that go all over around this little I call it small, medium scale rail, if I would like to say. They change it a lot over the years, so just keep that in mind when you're here. You have both exit signs, one in each direction. Now, keep in mind, if you come up here and you have a food and drink from the snack bar, you're not allowed to have food and drinks up here, just because they don't want a whole mess up here. So, plus to make this very clean, which is actually really clean. You have an exit, emergency exit door, and then an exit door right here. It's a new generation exit sign. But then right over here, here's some history and pictures of railroads. I believe it's in Western Pennsylvania, if I'm correct. It is. So this is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, guys, even though it doesn't look like it. But this is the history of Pittsburgh, what it looked like back in the day. Which I always thought Western PA Railroad Museum was just kind of a fake model setup. But this was actually what it was set up in history time, which is really nice. I mean, if you've ever been to Pittsburgh, PA, which probably a lot of people haven't, and a lot of people have, we all know Pittsburgh, PA is a steel city, also known as the industrial city. So, pretty nice. When we come up here, this right here is actually the Liberty Bridge with old times. This was the Liberty Bridge, which is really, really nice. I believe that goes to the other side, but maybe that's fake. Yeah, it probably does go to the other side. We got a rail yards right here, which is really nice. This is called the Boulevard of the Allies Injunction. And if you may notice, these lights right here these lights are actually the daytime, but sooner it's actually going to get really darker. These lights make it like in the daytime. So like in the daytime is what it is right now. And then when the lights turn off, it actually gets really dark, like nighttime, what we have, going on. So like kind of throughout the day. So that's what we're supposed to feel like. I can't imagine owning a model railroad museum like this, even though they really open, like I said, in Christmas time. If you ever come to Pittsburgh, PA, there's a lot of, this right here is Junction Junction of Hazelwood. We have donation right over here. Bunch of rail yards. Sorry if that thing was in the way. Come right up here. Got a bunch of rail cars right over here. And obviously we're not going here, but that here goes into the underneath of the electricals of and lots of storage for the railroad, which is really nice. But can only be in there if you're an employee here. So definitely don't do that. But this right over here is McKeesport, Pennsylvania, which McKeesport is not really a good town anymore in Western PA. But, back in the day it used to be really nice. Here's some pictures. Oh, sorry about the glare on me, but you can see what it looked like. I think that was, that is McKeesport. I'd never really been to McKeesport though. Never been on the other side of town. The glare is a little hard to see, which is very annoying. There's an exit door right over here. It goes outside. So if there's an emergency here during your visit, go right out there. And also, all the employees here in that work, or the volunteers, I should say, work here are really, really nice. So if you have any other questions or information, you can always chat with one of the volunteers here at the volunteers and employees here at the museum. This train right here is going really, really slow. If I owned like a railroad museum, I would, like I said, the volunteers are really nice, but yeah, thank you. I'm not going to point him on camera because he might not want to be on camera, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, and I believe that is the Monongahela River right there, because McKeesport is right on the Monongahela River. But yeah, like I said, if you want to look up Western PA Railroad Museum, the website, you can go to their website and you can see all the different information there, because I'm not really good at information, like saying a lot of information of the history, but if you do have questions with history, you can always go to the website or ask people if you come here in the Christmas time. I like the rail yard. I'm not really sure what all these trains. Now, I'm used to a lot of trains, locomotives like Norfolk Southern, CSX. Like, if I had a railroad museum, I would not do the history like what Western PA does. I like to do it I probably would do it with my own railroad museum, like kind of like what we are here in this year right now. This is like a different year of time, but I don't know. I mean, you could always have something different. You don't have to do really history in the model railroad if you're going to make your own model train exhibit. But, but Western PA is just a lot different, They like to, do some history, plus it'll give you a lot of information and artifacts. So this is Colonialsville, Pennsylvania, and Dunbar. In Colonialsville, PA, which I've never been, but they have a whole lot of mountains and, great green scenery and do all that stuff, which is really nice. I believe this is like a little streetcar right here, what they have. Right over here, I think is like a little streetcar. Oh, looks like it's getting nighttime, so might be a little hard for you to see, but it might be better because with the glare, you can see my shirt. If you want to know what shirt I'm wearing, I actually just got this for Christmas. It's saying Hayden, Pittsburgh for Cleveland. So it's Hayden, Pittsburgh, town of Cleveland. Pittsburgh and Cleveland are, we're close home cities with the Browns and the Steelers. And hey, we just hate them so much as a Steelers. All right, looks like it's getting pretty dark, so I hope you guys can see okay. Careful not to go in there, really, so... You can see with the lights right here. It's so unique how they do these lights right here, which is really, really nice. This is Ohiopyle, Pennsylvania. See, we got a church right here, which is really nice. Here's what Ohiopyle looks like. If you guys can see good. Yeah, you can really see it. I don't know why it's hard for the glare, but oh well. This is Confluence, Pennsylvania. Gardensville and Turkey Foot. Yeah, so this real model layout of the museum is basically showing like the history of Western Pennsylvania. So, if I had a railroad museum, I wouldn't do like the history of it. I would just do my own, like, I guess the newer type. Like, I would just do my own model, like newer type, like what we have today, like CSX and Norfolk Southern. But it's all right. I mean, that's, Western, like I said, Western PA is different. This is the Castleum River, which I don't know where that is. All right, guys, it's getting morning time right now, so we can, you guys can probably see, this is Rockwood, Pennsylvania. This is still the same river we saw right over here. It's called the Castleum River. You can see the train going into a tunnel right there. Man, I would like to touch these trees, but I'm not going to touch those because it's not a place to touch. So you see a road going underneath a bridge of a train.
Change this around.
Not really.
No?
Not really. No, well, we rebuilt a lot of these houses. They used to be just cardboard. The piece work we did last time.
This will take you to Summit at Deal, PA. Keystone Lagoon. Let me see if I can get over the glass so it can, then it'll be a lot easier. So, Keystone. Now we're coming into a small town called Deal, Pennsylvania. And also, there's a lot of scavenger hunts. If you would like to do some scavenger hunts, there's obviously, like I said, the volunteers at Western PA Railroad Museum. They will definitely tell you a lot of the history. And, you know, actually one of you just heard right now is one of the volunteers came and see if he needed me anything. So and I told him no. And I was like, you could take more pictures, many pictures as you want. So really friendly people here. Which is really great. This really actually changed, this area right here changed a little bit. There used to be a house, there used to be like a building here, but I can't remember. Now we're coming into Allegheny Station, Maryland, so we're crossing into Western Maryland. So like, if you ever go to Cumberland, Maryland, or like Allegheny County, Maryland, Garrett County, Maryland, like in the Western Maryland area, probably it's all the mountains up there, which were like which is right next to Western PA, and you know, I love my home state of Pennsylvania. Here's another door for the employees, but right over here.
This Winston Leak was a famous photographer.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
I don't know of him, but there are people that know him. So these are very, very
Good pictures,
yeah,
if I could say.
great photographs were taken in black and white back in the day. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Junction, Maryland. And also for the kids, they have great like stand up to get for if there's like little kids here, you can always come up here to get a good view of, because when you're kind of down in the regular floor, and it's probably not good for, you know, kids can't see, and so it'll give a better view, but it can be for adults as well. And then right here, it's probably where the train tracks will still be going, even though it's just a model, of course. We have the train coming right over here. It's actually really not busy today because it's like a Monday, but yesterday we were about to come here and it was crowded. It was crowded. Coming into Cumberland, Maryland. Well, this is Narrows, Maryland, but this here is Cumberland, Maryland. So Cumberland is a small little town in Western Maryland. which is in the Allegheny County, not Pennsylvania, but Allegheny County, Maryland, if I'm correct. I think it's Allegheny. It might be Allegheny, but anyhow, this is Cumberland, Maryland. We got nice churches. They're actually, right over here. This right here, you can see it has little fire trucks. And then this house is getting burned down. That's what it looks like in real life. That would look like in real life, it's history. What's going on in the world? This is probably what happens. Okay, so we're coming to an exit stairwell. If you are done, you can always come down here. This will take you right back to the first floor. Or if you want to go again, you can exit this curtain right over here and then come right back over here. So here's where we just were when we came and entered, and then right over there would be the where you go to the beginning, to Pittsburgh, PA. Here's Pittsburgh, PA. If you didn't know, I believe that right there is the Monongahela. Yeah, that's the Monongahela Incline. I've only been to the Fort Duquesne Incline, but I've never been to the Monongahela Incline. And then this right here is the Monongahela. We're talking about the Monongahela River. So, and keep in mind, there's 3 rivers in Pittsburgh, PA. There's the Allegheny River, the Ohio River, and the Monongahela.
Yeah, the foot is still over. It's the Gulf Tower.
Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give a thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I am going to post this video. And yeah, like I said, it's Western PA. Look at this beautiful building. So they have like seating areas right over here that you can go and get things at the snack bar right behind me. If I could point it, there you go. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Happy New Year, and take care. Peace.